been reading lately that skyrocketing rent prices are driving more people to buy homes, but there are still many people struggling to prevent losing their homes to foreclosure after the last economic downturn. For several years, the attorneys at Advantage Legal Group have helped homeowners save their homes and in many cases lower their mortgage payments thanks to Washington State's Foreclosure Fairness Act. Here with the most recent success stories as well as how they might help you or somebody you know, please welcome attorney and founder of Advantage Legal Group, Jonathan Smith. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So can we talk first of all, you know this is my favorite thing. This law is something that can really help people, but loads of people don't know about it. So just let people know once again what it does.
Sure, absolutely. As I've probably told you before, the Washington State Department of Commerce that oversees this program estimates that 90% of those Washingtonians who could have availed themselves of this program have failed to do so. And the number one reason, of course, is because they don't even know about it. And the banks won't tell you about it. Our viewers assume that their friends and family and coworkers who are still up to their eyeballs fighting the banks know about this. But the reality is the banks will never tell you, and most people don't know about it.
And they don't have to tell you, even if you're in this process. So seriously, if you know somebody who's in this kind of trouble, mention the Washington State Foreclosure Fairness Act, because this is something you desperately need to know about. And so what happens if you take advantage of this law? You need an attorney or a registered housing counselor.
Correct.
And how do you go forward from there? What's the process?
Well, the process is that we actually meet with the bank's attorneys face to face. It's usually over 2 to 3 sessions separated by 3 months. At each session, which occurs with the bank's attorneys in the county in which you live, there'll be the attorneys for the bank, and there'll be a mediator who's assigned by the Washington State Department of Commerce. A lot of people think they've done mediation because they went to the bank's, offices and had a face-to-face with their attorney.
That's not it.
Yeah, they're trying to mislead you into thinking that you already had mediation when you haven't. So it's fairly structured, and you'll know whether you did it or not, but you have to request it through a housing counselor or an attorney such as myself. You can't request it yourself, and the bank can't request it for you. You can't say, hey, I want that, and they'll say, okay, we'll put you into it. They cannot. You have to go to somebody on your own.
And then they're compelled to come to the table?
Right. Most banks are forced to enter into this, and it's a structured program, and there are requirements that are laid out for the bank that they have to meet. So it is highly effective.
Wonderful. Pass the word. Let's take a look at some of the success stories, and I understand not everybody gets the same results, but let's talk about what happened to some of these lenders.
Absolutely.
Borrowers, rather.
Yes. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results, but I did bring some that we just finished in the last couple of weeks. The first one was a servicer. The servicer was Wells Fargo, and these people's original payment was $2,114 a month, and they were in a 6.625 fixed mortgage. When we got the modification, they were 40 months behind.
Oh my goodness,
and
we got 4 years.
Yeah, we got their payment down to $1,243.83 and an interest rate of 2%. That was a reduction of $870.21 or 41.63% over where they were.
That
and they're
is
current
major.
Again.
They're current, they can relax, and they can make this payment now.
They'll be doing Christmas in this home.
Major. All right, next borrower.
The next servicer is Aquan, and that original payment was $1,943.85. It was a 6.12 fixed. They were 65 months past due, but we got them a new payment of $1,541.39 and a new interest rate of 3.375. That's a $402.46 reduction, or 20.7%. That's even with being 65 months behind.
Amazing.
And all that arrearage stacked on there.
Now, most of these are 40-year fixed rates that they're taking out, correct?
Most of them get extended to 40 years.
And I can understand why under the circumstances. And so this lender is SPS. What happened to this person?
Yeah, SPS. Bank of America has pushed most of theirs off to other servicers, and SPS is one of the ones that got them from Bank of America. This one was a $2,904 payment prior to coming in. They were at a 7% fixed. They were 24 months behind, and we got them a new payment of $1,467.62, and interest rate fixed at 3.25%, $1,436 payment reduction, or 49.5%. 0.46%.
That's interest rate less than half of what they were paying.
Yeah.
Next,
It's
it's also SLS.
Yeah, it's also, well, this is SLS as opposed to SPS, but that's below.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's SLS this time. Okay,
Right,
got
that's
it.
below market rates, actually. So SLS, the payment was $3,118.44. They were in a 6.25% ARM, 62 months behind, and we got them a $2,395 a month payment at 2%, a reduction of $723.44 or 23.2%. That's really difficult to do with an ARM.
Right, but 2%, and to know, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That is amazing. Now, how do people get in touch with you if they have a problem or have a question?
Well, we give free consultations. So if you have any question, you're in this process, you have friends in this process, you want to know whether you would qualify, if this would help you, we give free consultations. You can contact us at 1-877-MEDIATION. That's 1-877-MEDIATION. Or go to our website, AdvantageLegalGroup.com. That's AdvantageLegalGroup.com, and we'll give you an hour of our time for free to see what we can possibly do for you.
That's so good, because some people might avoid it just because what would an hour cost, but if they can come and that's free to find out if you qualify, that's terrific. Jonathan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Please visit our website for more information about Advantage Legal Group and Washington State's foreclosure fairness law. We'll be back after this quick break.